Hey everyone, this is Akash, and here we have Amrita Kolay, all the way from India, here to chat about the Boolean theory for job search and also the resume preparation. So let's see what it is and get to know more details about the Boolean theory for job search. All right, hi Amrita, thank you for joining this podcast. We are really interested to know about some details on resumes, the job search, and career building for young students, all the way to some experienced candidates. And I see that you are certified with multiple certifications, like number two in India, which is a great thing. Congratulations, by the way. So, if you can talk couple details about, most people think that resume writing is they just know with the existing samples. So, what exactly is this certification? Can you give me some details about how did this certification happen to you? Why did you even approach that?
Okay, first of all, thank you, Akash, for inviting me today. And I'll be glad to share whatever I have learned so far with you, so that it helps as many people as it can. So my journey started way back in 2012 when I was working with a company as a resume writer. So that at that time, that this field does not have much exposure that it has today. People were just copying pasting from the internet and writing it. In fact, I did it myself as part of writing resumes. I used to just copy paste and blankly write the resumes without knowing much about it. But somewhere down the line, I thought that this is not helping people. I'm not able to contribute anything. If I'm copying pasting from the internet, then anybody can do that. Why are the clients paying me for that? So with this thing in mind, I explored this field as possible. I do two certifications in this. One is CPRW, one is CMRW, and I'm also a member of CDI. It's a international platform where you will find most of the top resume writers and other career experts there. So I'm a member there. So now, with this certification, my idea is to bring out what exactly resume writing is, to make people aware that what exactly they are doing wrong, what are the negative things in their resume, and how they can actually enhance their resume so that it helps in getting the interview calls, or it helps in during their professional journey. Now, a resume writing service does not guarantee that you will get a job or you will get an interview, but it improves your chances. So this is where this entire service comes into the picture. So with that, with the certifications that I have done, with the memberships that I have been, with the trainings that I have done, it has helped me to realize that whenever a client comes in, or whenever a resume you get, it is important to bring out the value out of it. Like, bring out the brand value of the client, like what exactly the client is, what he has been doing in during all his career journey. If it's a fresher, now talking, you had asked earlier, like what exactly freshers should add in their resumes. So talking about that, I have seen that freshers you know face a major challenge when preparing their resume, because after writing BTech in this YZ stream, what else to write? What do you have to talk about? So you have to write about your projects, you have to write what you have learned in those projects, you have to write that what was your contribution in that, how did your teammates benefit from that. Same goes with the internship. If you have done an internship, you have to write what exactly you were doing there. um, what was the value add. So this way, it is important, and most people find it challenging enough to what to write. If I ask you or any person, they will find a challenge that, I'm just going to office daily, or I just went to that internship and came back. What am I supposed to write? But I guide them to write about the nitty gritty of, whatever they have done. Maybe they have prepared a report, even went out of the way to, help someone, help a co-worker in any capacity. It is something a good, or some skill that they can mention in their resume, and I guide them. So now, with my certification and with my training, I can say that from copying and pasting from the internet, I have, improved this entire thing to bringing out the brand value of the client and making more focused resumes.
I see. So basically, it's not just about copying and pasting some of your project details. It's actually formulating the impact of what you have done in the project, and some terminology, technical keywords, something
Yes.
like that. Well, talking about the technical keywords, right? Some people, in my understanding, technical the keywords is the better grammatical words. Is that correct? Or what exactly is the keyword optimization in the resume?
Okay, keywords means that what are the key features of your profile, entire profile. Uh, that is what a keyword is. But when you are hunting for a job, when you are applying for a job, in that case, the keywords plays a very important aspect. So, since you have been a recruiter, you know that often recruiters pulls up resume based on the keywords that they give, that they receive from their managers or higher authority. They get the certain set of keywords, so they search based on that. So, keyword optimizing a keyword in a resume is extremely important. When first is the set of keywords that you already have based on your profile. Now, keyword optimization is you put keywords relevant to the job. Like whatever job description you are getting, you put keywords relevant to that job description, map it with your resume, put those keyword in your resume. Every job description is different uh, from the other. So it is important that you map it. You put those specific keywords so that whenever a recruiter is searching for your specific set of profile, your resume gets pulled up. So this is where the whole optimizing things comes into the picture.
I see. So essentially, having the keywords which are also in your skill set and your projects, and also making sure those specific keywords are in the job description, right?
Yes.
But this is basically for this ATS system, is it? Where the resume is going through some sort of a scanner, and then the scanner is matching the keywords from both the resume and job description. Is that what's happening?
Yes, it is for ATS purpose only. And in fact, if you are as a job seeker, if you are applying jobs online, then you will face ATS systems. So it is not that something that you can skip uh, unless you have a very strong referral channel and you don't want to apply online. But if in case you are applying online, which I think 80% of the job seekers do, they apply online. So you can't skip ATS. You have to keep ATS in mind when preparing your resume, and you have to optimize your resume for each of the jobs whenever you're applying.
So, I mean, it's hard to understand this ATS thing. Is it just a keywords mapping? Is it what it's doing? What exactly is the ATS doing? What else is this scanning software doing for shortlisting the resumes for recruiters?
Majorly, it is ATS, yes, but this does not mean that you will put all the keywords at the top of your resume and then think that it will now get pulled up. So a good resume will be a mixture of both, mixture of a very solid content that even after getting pulled up, when it lands in the recruiter's hand, it should make an impact. So this is where professional resume writing services comes into the picture. Uh, we resume writers helps our client when to make a appealing resume with keywords which will get pulled up. Help to get your resume pulled up. So it's like both the things one has to take note of. Yeah.
I see. Yeah, because the first thing I thought of when you say that the software is mapping the keywords, like, isn't it just like see the main keywords in the job description, put everything in your resume, and boom, you get a call, right? That's the first
No.
thing I, as a user, as an applicant, which I could think of. But what you're saying is, it's even after that, when it's in the recruiter's hands, that's when it has to go through to get your phone call, right? Um,
Yes.
that's a key one. Well, I
See,
mean, definitely.
yeah, sorry.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
I was saying a good resume has all the steps. It will have a good set of keywords. It will have good set of layout. It will have bring out the value in you. And after the after you get the interview call, then also the resume plays a picture. Now there should nothing be fake in that.
Right.
in order to make it good and adding the brand value, you can't fake anything there. So with
Right.
your own skill set, it has to be good enough so that you get a call, and it has to be good enough so that you clear that interview.
Right.
So it, it really
So
helps.
in that aspect, I've seen some statistics somewhere saying that 80% of resumes or jobs are being filled by a colleague referring into something else, or they're internally being filled, something like that, but not externally posted into the Indeed, LinkedIn spots. So basically 80% of people are applying for 20% of jobs, and which are posted outside, uh, which kind of falls into a question where, sure, we have a good keywords and everything, and when it goes to the recruiter's hands, even with internal referring or with the job applications, your resume has to look good as well. But there is a mismatch. A lot of people say ATS doesn't like beautiful resumes, and like colorful, beautiful resumes, and at same time, when it goes to the recruiter's hands, it should look good. Now, I'm confused as a job applicant. What am I supposed to choose, the ATS or the recruiter?
Yeah, see, it is best to choose a middle way. Use a taste-friendly format, which is visually appealing as well. Now, there are all sorts of ATS-friendly format. Few of them are very simple, plain black and white with nothing in there. But you can use a little bit of color. You can use dark blue, or you can use tables or text boxes, which are editable.
Hmm.
Um, and which does not contain key information. Like if in case you are adding some key information in those text boxes, add it in the draft also somewhere, put it, adjust it there. So this way, intelligently you can create a visually appealing resume, which attracts the recruiter also, and helps you with the ATS also.
I see. So it's okay with going with some colors and some components, and making sure that it's ATS friendly, and it also looks better. So
Yes.
okay. So I think that's a key part, because a lot of spots, job applicants see that, oh, you should have good resumes, beautiful looking resumes, and then on the other hand, a lot of people say you should not have extreme beauty. So the question is like, where am I supposed to land? But I think that's a good point. A middle point of both of these is what you're trying to say, right?
Yes, and it is the safest. Using that middle kind of format, you can apply anywhere across the globe. You won't
Mhm.
face any challenge. But if you go for a very heavy visual resume with all the graphs, charts, colorful images, those kind of formats work majorly in India and UAE. They won't work in the US. They might not work in the UK. So again, you will have to prepare another set of resumes for that. So I always advise my clients to go take the middle ground, go for a format which is visually acceptable, but not very wow, but yeah, it's acceptable, and pay major emphasis on the content, because at the end of the day, it must be compelling enough so that someone take the pain to read your resume. So this is what a nice resume is all about.
Right, right. Definitely makes sense. I think nobody's going to hire just because some resume is beautiful, but also your content should be relevant to the job, right? So
Yeah.
it's both are important, to make sure that you get a call, right? That's a great point. So one more thing, which I wanted to see. I'm a recruiter myself in India, and I see resumes quite a lot, and we see a lot of resumes with personal biography details, people mentioning about their family details, how many sisters they have, how many brothers they have, and their religious affiliation. And I see quite a lot of these resumes in India. Is this specific to India, where people like to see these things, or do you recommend having these things in a resume?
Seriously, I don't think that any company here in India ask for those details. and resumes here are mostly as per what is acceptable globally. But yes, I have seen those personal details not only in Indian resumes, but I have seen in UAE based clients also. They tend to write lots of personal details there, and I surely don't know that where it is coming from, why people are writing like this. I think that maybe this is the old pattern of writing, when we used to write bio datas, when we used to submit, like when our dads used to submit resumes, they used to have those bio datas wherein all the details has to be mentioned, number of dependents you have, where are you coming from. So I think it's a old age kind of a resume, which I think is no longer required. When it comes to personal details, only your location is required, like where you are based at, your contact details, and that's it. Other than that, nothing is required.
Yeah, I think thank you for clarifying that, because so I hope the viewers or listeners who are watching this will have a very clear suggestion that do not put all your personal details. It's not required for
Yeah,
a recruiter, right?
it's not.
So yeah, that sounds really great. So okay, I think we discussed several things about the resume part, and let's say as a job applicant now I have a good resume. So you have this technique in your style of career coaching and interview coaching, this, which is job search using the Boolean method. I've never heard about this. What exactly is job search with a Boolean method? What does it mean?
Okay, so job search using Boolean method is a method in which a person or a job seeker can easily search for jobs just by putting some strings on Google. So you don't have to rely on multiple job portals. You can just put the keywords that you are, the kind of jobs you are looking out for, and the Google will do the searching for you. So let's suppose uh, you are a recruiter, I would say a HR manager, your designation is, and you are looking for jobs in the United States. And so what you can do is, you can just put HR manager within double quotes, put the string and then put United States again in double quotes and hit the search button. So it will pull up job openings relevant to your profile, which has these two keywords. It will pull up those jobs. You can play around with the keywords. You can play around with the strings. So the more strings that you add, the more specific kind of strings that you add, the more specific search you will get. So this is a very useful method. I think people should definitely use it, because it just refines the entire search and makes the work very easy.
Is there somewhere which you posted it where people can reach this particular method and go through this, or
Yes, I
or
have written an article about it. You can visit my LinkedIn page, and you can go to the article section. I've given a very detailed explanation about how well a person can, use this method of job hunting.
so as part of your service as well, you teach the students or the applicants through the whole process, right? The resume creating, and so can you talk a little bit about your services? What exactly are you what is the structure, your journey you're taking the applicants through until they get a job, or the interview calls?
Okay, so the major part of my service is resume writing and LinkedIn profile writing and cover letter writing. These three services are the basic part of the service that I provide. Uh, Once the resume is done, I share whatever relevant tips I have with with my clients, so that it helps them during their job search endeavor. Uh, and I also provide a job support service in which I take the load of job searching on my shoulders. I help my clients. I do the job searching on their behalf. So I customize the resume. I customize the cover letter. I monitor their LinkedIn profile activities, social media activities, and then I guide them through that entire journey unless they get an interview call. So this is the total service that I provide. And yes, my clients have benefited very positively from the services. You can check my Google and LinkedIn reviews. You will find the client inputs there.
Yeah, that's great. I think I think I've seen a good success rate about the clients which went through you. So congratulations on that. And are there
Thank you.
any suggestions which you would like to tell to the young minds who might be listening to this or watching this? Any key suggestions which you feel like they should know? That's a mistake which they're doing without knowledge. Any suggestions you have?
Yes, for the young minds, one suggestion that I have is, start taking courses early, because I have seen that the resume ultimately they prepare, they're mostly blank, or they are they don't have enough data to put into their resume. So I always advise them that now with so many multitude of options available online, you can opt for LinkedIn courses, you can take courses from Udemy or some online platform. Start taking those courses relevant to your field, and start putting them on your uh, resume. And apart from courses, if possible, take a few freelance assignments also related to your field, like the kind of job that you're going to apply for. Have a vision, at least, that these are the kind of jobs that I'm going to apply for. So start early, start adding those things relevant to your profile on your resume. So this will help you immensely when you are finally going to apply to that particular job. When you pass out and you're going to apply, then your resume will stand out, because it will show that over the years you have actually done some work so that you get a job in that particular field. So it's best that you put relevant courses, projects, freelance work in your resume from a very early stage.
That's a great point, Amrita, because a lot of young applicants believe that they need this one opportunity to start with, and I think what you're saying is it's not just about a job experience or internship experience. It's about the certifications you have, the courses you take, the projects you do. Everything matters to have one perfectly crafted resume for your job application, right? Um,
Yes, and to show that you are serious about the job. You are just not some other candidate who is applying, but just to
right,
show that you are serious, do some, you know, work in the background, I
right.
would say.
So basically, it also shows the passion. I think that's a great point.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
yeah, great. I think thanks a lot, Amrita, for the suggestions. I think we had the very focused points about the resume keywords, ATS friendly, and the Boolean method, and some other tips you gave. I hope people who watch this will have like a quick abstract level ideas to get started with their job search and resumes, and hopefully they can reach out to you as well for additional detailed surveys for the job search. Thank you for coming to the podcast.
Sure. Thank you so much, Akash. People can follow me on LinkedIn. I share tips daily, almost daily, in my LinkedIn profile. And you can also reach out to me via my website, that is amritakole.com. And if you have any query, or if you want a free review, you can share your resume with me at amrita.kole@gmail.com.
Okay, great. Thanks a lot. Thank you for your time, Amrita.
Thank you so much, Akash. Take care. Bye bye.
Thank you everyone for watching the podcast. Please feel free to reach out Amrita Kolay for additional services. And if you want to create best resumes and cover letters for job applications, go ahead to wisejog.net and create your professional resumes and cover letters, which can get your interview calls. Thank you, and please hit the subscribe button.